global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. So a few hours ago was a case of suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara giving a heartwarming message to all workers, particularly workers in Rivers State. And of course, the sole administrator of Rivers State, Ibas Ette, had also given his own goodwill message to workers. Of course, most of them literally boycotted listening to him. But something unique is happening. Don't forget that the Labour NLC chairman, president, had actually warned that both Edo State and Rivers State should not come out in solidarity based on what is going on in the state. And they actually wanted to showcase the fact that they're not happy with what they're feeling in Rivers State, and they're literally saying, bring back our democracy. And right now they're all gathering instead of to show solidarity or to show the usual march past and celebration. It was a case of peaceful protest that democracy should be brought back in. But let's quickly find out what is really going on. There's a rally in Rivers State, the 2025 May Day celebration, which took place. I take that again. In Rivers State, the 2024 May Day celebration, which took place during Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration, stood out as an event that went beyond the conventional gathering of labor unions, instead bestowing dignity upon labor, revitalizing their aspiration and shedding light on their future. Now, before his unconstitutional suspension, Governor Fubara carried out government policies and agendas intended to promote economic growth and enhance the welfare and overall well-being of workers. Governor Fubara's welfare package for Rivers workers during his first year in office included a 100,000 naira workers' Christmas bonus, a first in Rivers State history. Notably, the administration of Governor Fubara gave priority to workers' welfare by implementing long overdue promotions for state and local government workers, complete with full financial benefits, as well as paying a minimum wage of 30,000 naira to local government workers. As an administration that was founded on the principle of prioritizing citizens' needs and workers' welfare over political favor, Governor Fubara effectively addressed stagnation within the civil service and infrastructure degradation, leading to notable improvement. The implementation of urban transportation schemes facilitated staff mobility and commercial activities, driving economic growth. Now, in response to Governor Siminalayi Fubara's goodwill and intention, a May Day protest rally was held in Port Harcourt, organized by Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and its affiliate bodies, advocating for the swift restoration of democratic governance in Rivers State as at 2025, highlighting the economic implementation of the disruption of democratic institutions in the state on workers' welfare, including the obstruction of pensioners' gratuities, delayed payments, and interference of intruders in Rivers State governance. Mr. Chukwuka Osuman, chairman of the Nigerian Civil Service Union, NCSU, informed the press that Rivers State civil servants would boycott the traditional May Day march past, which they felt should be exclusively reserved for Governor Fubara, the duly elected Labour-friendly governor of Rivers State. Additionally, the Labour leader stated that the appointment of Vice Admiral Ikwe Ibas as Rivers State sole administrator was in conflict with the democratic principles and fiscal federalism, and highlighted the theme of the 2025 Workers' Day, which centered on reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship. My colleague is in the house. Though Ibas Ette, the sole administrator, have given a goodwill message, it's as if he was giving them insults. And much as they said they should boycott it, they are even out there trying to make a rally. And as we speak, there have been prayers being made already today by some special group over the fact that Fubara must be brought in first spiritually, then politically, then physically. I don't know how that will happen. There have been a lot of reactions here and there over the fact that the Fubara went down there to beg. It has been clarified. Check our first video for today. You will discover that they've addressed that issue. Now, what's your take on the fact that labor unions are saying bring back Fubara, despite the fact that Ibas Ette is not the one that brought himself in, and he has to take orders. What's your take?
Well, I think that Ibas, being who he is, a military man, only knows the person he's going to report to. Mayday for people like that, military administrators, it's just a day for labor, for me to do some formalities and all of that. Not really that whatever they're doing will impact on him. His own is to deliver on the mandate given to him specifically by Bola Tinubu. Don't forget that the people of Rivers State gave a mandate to Fubara. But for Ibas, he's not responsible to them. He's not responsible for them. He is only responsible to the president, and is meant to run Rivers State based on what the president wants him to do. So personally, if you ask me, I don't really blame the man so much because he was in his very, quiet place, and nobody had known that there was a certain man who had retired by name Ibas, cooling off in Cross River State. But it happened that Destiny just had to, because of the lackadaisical attitude of certain person, Destiny brought him to bed, and unfortunately he's in between the whole wahaha going on. So for him, he's doing exactly what his employer, because right now these employers are not the River State people. His employer is Bola Tinubu.
Yeah. So
he has no business with the people of River State. And the only thing is that, Oga, what should I do next? Do like this, he will do it. What should I do next? Even if they tell him today, make sure that all the monies in the coffers comes to the federal government, he will take all the monies to the federal government, because he never run any election in Rivers State. He was just given. So for him, their cry, their wailing, the only thing is that I think at this point is like, you guys shouldn't push me so hard, because if I go and meet my boss and tell him, I'm not comfortable with the way you guys are talking garbage with me, and he says, do with them what military men do with civilian. Before you know, Bobo go enter street, Naval boys go enter street, where they will keep Nigerians, we don't know. But guess what? You don't have any right to blame him. The person to blame is the man who was so unconstitutionally minded to roll out this guy. So May 1st, we are not happy, we are happy. Bros just day house, maybe watching television or doing anything, or getting calls from the number one man in the country. But to say you will do anything that will touch his man, you guys never employed me. I was employed by Bola Tinubu, and that's the whole show.
Unfortunately, that's the bitter truth. Even though we don't want to say it, but that's exactly what it is. And let's tell ourselves the truth. If you are in the shoes of Ibas Ette, would you reject such a juicy offer? Like my colleague will always say, he will tell you, he will give you a question. Who is that person that is not from a place but enjoys the benefit of a place? He will tell you options, and he will tell you A, yes or wiki, B, Bonabo, C, Ibas Ette. And the answer is C. Unfortunately, he was on his own. He's not from River State, and he retired for that matter. And you tell him not to obey orders. Let's be real. We are all Nigerians. I will tell ourselves the truth. Nobody put honey in your mouth and you spit it out. For what now? Very beneficial honey for that matter. In fact, I fear the fact that Ibas Ette may not even want to be in a hurry to leave that seat again. Fubara should not even be looking at Wike alone. He should be looking at Ibas if he will be willing to leave that seat. He will now he will get comfortable. Though he is not from Rivers, they will say, what's the difference between Cross River and River? It's not river. I can be a governor in Rivers and also be a governor. After all, maybe God has decided to, destined me to be a governor somehow. And maybe for that of Cross River is too occupied. So let me use Rivers. Look, let's tell ourselves the truth. Hey, we'll probably go beyond Wiki. We'll not be looking at Ibas as a matter. But that's what we'll wrap it up. Let's visit the conversation.